it's 2 a.m. and you've been drinking, throwing words around that you don't mean. We should give it one more try. So hit me, baby, one more time with your whiskey lights. You park behind my house. You don't want your friends to know what's going on. You'll tell everyone you know that you're home alone. But I can guarantee almost set the clock by the time bars close downtown that you'll be in your car on your way to my house, saying that you want me to. And then lately, baby, you've been thinking, saying I love you just 'cause it's 2 a.m. and you've been drinking, throwing words around that you don't mean. We should give it one more try. So hit me, baby, one more time with your whiskey Tell me that you want me to. And then lately, baby, you've been thinking, saying I love you just 'cause it's 2 a.m. and you've been drinking, throwing words around that you don't mean. We should give it one more try. So hit me, baby, one more time with your whiskey lights. With your whiskey Girl, drop me like a yo-yo. So now I'm flying solo. New dude in a Facebook photo. Looks like Chevy Chase. Lost my keys, I was late to work. Boss man acting like a jerk. He was dogging me, so I broke the leash and put in my 2 weeks. Bought some Walmart shades and a one-way ticket south of the USA. Girl, I bet you wishing you had this palm tree view. No shirt, no shoes, but I got a hot date with the sand and the sun. 99 miles, but a beach ain't one. A margarita in a mini umbrella sure helps a sunburned fella. Around here, taxi cabs ain't yellow, but I took one anyway. Yeah, I did. Went on a little coastal cruise, just soaking up them ocean blues. Ate a local enchilada, and there's a town here called Chihuahua. What? Got some Walmart shades and a one-way ticket south of the USA. Girl, I bet you wishing you had this palm tree view. No shirt, no shoes, but I got a hot date with the sand and the sun. 99 pounds, but a beach ain't one. Sitting here smoking this cigar, ain't no part of me wondering where you
Land exhibitors, you may start coming up to the office to pick up your exhibitor cards. Land exhibitors, you can start coming up to the office to pick up your exhibitor cards. Thank you.
Girl, I bet you're wishing you had this palm tree view. No cover band is wearing out her song. And that drink there in her hand ain't gonna last that long. Whoever she's there with is spinning her around. She's probably a hot mess, making a mess of me right now. I bet those tile blue jeans are on the new bench seat. I bet that red lipstick is painted on new lips. No, wouldn't be surprised if she's somewhere tonight in those high heel shoes, dancing with new boots. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing now, but if I had to bet, I'd throw my money down on those high heel shoes, dancing with someone new. I bet those tile blue jeans are on the new bench seat. I bet that red lipstick is painted on new lips. I wouldn't be surprised if she's somewhere tonight in those high heel shoes, dancing with new boots. Dancing with new boots. Wouldn't be surprised if she's somewhere tonight, dancing around some new boots.
If anyone took exhibitor number, never mind, take that back.
I'm pretty simple, down the middle. Try to keep both feet on the ground. Coincidences, superstitions were never things I thought about. I've got a level head, I ain't afraid of the dark. So here's the crazy part. backyard where the grass is overgrown. Stuck in first, tires flat, that old engine blown. Bringing back old memories when you were right beside me. But now it sits in the weeds, busted up to remind me. I thought about dragging it out, I thought about fixing it up, calling you to see if we could pick the pieces of our love back up. Have another run at us before we went up in smoke. I hate to leave it like it is, can't stand to see it there like say somebody hits like a girl. How does that hit you? Is that such a bad thing? And you hear a song that they play saying you run the world. Do you believe it? Will you live to see it? Sister, shoulder, daughter, lover, healer, broken halo, mother nature, fire, suit of armor, soul survivor, holy water, secret keeper, fortune teller, virgin Mary, scarlet letter, technicolor, river, wild, baby girl, woman, child, female. When somebody laughs, it implies that she asked for it just 'cause she was wearing a skirt. Oh, is that how that works? When somebody talks about how it was Adam first, does that make you second best? Or did he save the best for last? Sister, shoulder, daughter, lover, healer, broken halo, mother nature, fire, suit of armor, soul survivor, holy water, secret keeper, fortune teller, virgin Mary, scarlet letter, technicolor, river, wild, baby girl, woman, child, female. Yeah. Female. She's the heart of life. She's the dreamer's dream. She's the hands of time. She's the queen of kings. Sister, shoulder, daughter, lover, healer, broken halo, mother nature, fire, suit of armor, soul survivor, holy water, secret keeper, fortune teller, virgin Mary, scarlet letter, technicolor, river, wild, baby girl, woman, child, female. Female.
Got a house down a back road, I got a flag on the front porch, I got a dog named Waylon, I got a driveway that needs paving, I got a boat with a two-stroke, a couple guaranteed to make you laugh jokes, I got friends in low places, yeah, life is what you make it. I might not end up in the Hall of Fame with a star on the sidewalk with my name, or a statue in my hometown when I'm gone. Nobody gonna name their babies after me. It might not go down in history, but I'll go down to the honky tonk. Got a girl named Sheila, she goes batshit on tequila. Got a job that gets the job done. I got a loan at the bank, it's a big one. The only place you might see my name is on the wall for a good time call. I'm a local legend on a Friday night in a Pabst Blue Ribbon neon light. I might not end up in the Hall of Fame with a star on the sidewalk with my name, or a statue in my hometown when I'm gone. Nobody gonna name their babies after me. It might not go down in history, but I'll go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down. I go down to the honky tonk. I might not end up in the Hall of Fame with a star on a sidewalk with my name, or a statue in my hometown when I'm gone. Nobody gonna name their babies after me. I might not go down in history, but I'll go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down to the honky tonk. I go down. I go down to the honky tonk.
Test, test, test. Bueno, sí, bueno, sí.
Where I come from, they're good at raising their hands on Sunday, drinks up high
Test,
and
test.
a bunch of babies. Everybody knows everybody's business. Like who got drunk, who
All right.
got fired, and who's been kissing.
Now it's
18 years
working.
old, I hit the road to
While they're judging, we're gonna go ahead and start talking to some of my former students, right? Oh, still my students, okay. It's because you all never show up. What do y'all think about the ag mechanic show?
I think it's very interesting to see how all these metal projects could be made by such young people, and I think that it's honestly outstanding. Like all these projects, there's not one bad one.
And being able to do this is an amazing opportunity to get out there.
Where's your project?
My project was in the making, but other events came up, so I was unable to do my project.
Next year, I will be having my project.
Very good. Mira. Now we're live. Everybody turn around and let's wave at the camera. Thank you very much, girl. Hello, ma'am. So you already been judged, right?
Yes, sir.
How was it?
It was good. I felt really confident, and after San Antonio, I've gotten really used to talking to people, so I do think I did good, hopefully.
Well, very good. So explain what you did on your project.
Okay, so I made a pellet grill this year, and it has high heat black paint all around with copper spatter paint, and on the table, it has turquoise resin.
How'd you do that?
Well, with the help of my teacher, I cut out the little table in front with the CNC machine. We bent it, filled it, attached it, and on the bottom it has a piece of wood, sealed it off with silicone, and then through the top, filled it with
Was it hard?
very hard.
What was the process? How many hours?
It takes 72 hours for the resin to fully set, and 8 hours to, I don't know, something like that.
To really set. So how long did you take on your project overall?
76 hours.
Overall. Very good. So, round of applause for Kiana.
Since no one has interviewed you yet, how does it feel to be the teacher to all of these amazing students?
Wow. It's actually very amazing. Getting to know everybody, each and every one of them, each day is very complicated. But it's actually very good because I get to show them, not only me, but Mr. Nava, Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Cantu, we get to show them what real work is, what they expect to do in the outside of classroom, right? So each day it's a new day for me. I love my job, I love what I do, and they're right here, right now.
Everyone, let's give Mr. Garcia, Mr. Cantu, Mr. Nava, and Coach Rod a round of applause, because without them, none of this would be possible.
Thank you very much. So enjoy this show. I will be coming with a raffle. Right, Murillo?
Come steel toes covered in dirt, just a rock and roll t-shirt, headed to work with a pack of Red Man in his pocket. He's kind of Red Man, but he's rocking. Wears a beat up telly and a Marshall stack, little Marshall Tucker and a six-pack. Wears the good old boys and the good old days, straight up getting sideways. We back, we back, we back in the speakers, back in black, getting blasted in the bleachers. It's probably true what my mama said, I do it just like my daddy did. We back, we back, we back in the saddle, back
is it. Girl, I know that you've been waiting, talking to your friends, wondering if and wondering where and wondering when. Well, I've been waiting too, holding on to this ring, for the right words to say, for the right time and place for me to get on one knee. This is it, this is now, this is what I've been talking about. Looking out, can't you see forever? Take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world, here together. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, well, this is it. This is it. Now you're walking down the aisle, and I can't help but smile. This is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever. So take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world, here together. Surrounded by our family and our friends. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it.
We need all lightweight lamb exhibitors to please line up on the alleyway next to in front of the hogs. All lightweight lamb exhibitors. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Zapata County Fair Livestock Show 2023. Will everybody please kindly stand up, remove your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Texas flag. The national anthem will be sung this morning by 2023 Zapata County Fair Queen Idali Garcia.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're still gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Tita. Let's give her a big round of applause. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming over this morning to support our exhibitors, our lamb exhibitors that have been working super hard all year long. It means a lot to them that they have all the support from their family and friends. Before we begin with our lamb judging, I would like to introduce to you all our judges for this morning. Lamb judge, we have Mr. Kyle Despain. Kyle Despain is from Laramie, Wyoming. He grew up showing all species of livestock, currently owns and operates 3D Livestock selling high-quality show lambs. Kyle is currently the assistant livestock judging coach at Texas A&M University in College Station and will graduate with a master's in December of 2024. Once again, welcome Mr. Despain. Let's give him a big round of applause. Judging our lamb showmanship this morning is Miss Courtney Griffith. Miss Griffith is originally from Northeast Colorado. She judged at Butler Community College in Kansas and then transferred to Texas A&M University in College Station to be on the livestock judging team. She graduated last May with her bachelor's degree in ag communications and journalism. She is now pursuing her master's in ag business. Welcome once again, Mrs. Courtney Griffith. Let's give her a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with the lightweight division in no particular order. In this class, we have, well, I can say them, 112, Paul Soto, 111, Joely Martinez, 110, Roxana Rodriguez, 105, Emma Mendoza, 106, Rudy Salinas, and it is being exhibited by Marcos Mendoza. 106, Rudy Salinas. 109, Tiago Perez. 108, Osvaldo Chapa. Judge, this is your lightweight class. We also want to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to our lamb show sponsor, Laredo Ranch Heights from Laredo, Mr. Mike Maciel. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Laredo Ranch Heights, for always being here for us. And not only for being our sponsor for lamb, Mr. Maciel also always donates our tags and our exhibitor numbers. So thank you, Mikey Maciel and Laredo Ranch Heights. Thank you.
Well, good morning as we get started here in our lightweight market lambs. I think 3 sheep that do a lot of good. I think they're vastly different in each one of their types and kinds. And for me, though, the one that just puts the most amount of good in regards to some balance, the right kind of skeleton in motion, and then still having enough muscles, the young lady here on my far right. I think when off to the side is where I like this sheep the best. I think that one's just the most athletic and the most youthful for that one's front third. The levelest down his top and out of his hip, and still the soundest when we get him out in motion. I don't think he's just the most opened up and the most powerful, because that's where the ewe lamb in second excels in that area. That one's rib cage is really round and really opened up. Huge in that one's pin set in incredible shape right behind that one's shoulder. I think for me, we're just a little bit rounder out of that one's hip, maybe just a little forward there in our shoulder. We catch that sheep out in motion just a little tighter off of either end, but a sheep that comes with so much natural power and natural width. Young man's ewe lamb here that's going to go ahead and slide third. I think another one in regards to just natural raw shape does a lot of good things. There's a big square shape behind that one's shoulder, huge pin set and tons of depth of twist. I think the same kind of issues here for 2 and 3. We catch that sheep kind of coming up in her spine ever so slightly, just not wanting to go with the same kind of flexibility, same kind of hawk placement as the weather that's going to go ahead and win this group, but an awfully nice one to sit there in third. Young lady's ewe lamb here that's going to be fourth in this group. I think that one's rib cage might be my favorite of this group. I think that one's genuinely round out of that one's forerib. The natural curvature to that one's rib cage is incredibly good. For me, that one's just a little tight out in motion, and I wish we could freshen him up in regards to that one's muscle shape, in regards to that one's skin, but love the actual genuine rib cage in the sheep that's going to go fourth. Young man sheep that's going to slide fifth here. I think another one that's just incredibly opened up and powerful. A ton of shape behind that guy's shoulder. Huge old pin set in him. I think just a little coarser in the way he does it in regards to his build. I think his shoulders maybe just out in him a little bit, a little further forward there and in motion, just a little straighter off of either end. But I think another nice one to sit there in fifth. Young man's ewe lamb that's going to slide sixth here. I think one with a bunch of extension from the side. I think that ewe lamb puts a really good picture in regards to some balance, in regards to some quality. We just got to freshen that gal up in regards to our muscle shape today. That might be one of the plainer ones in this group, but a sheep that I love in regards to that one's extension and that one's look from the side. Kind of opposite story here for the young lady's ewe lamb that's going to come in next. That one might be the best handling in this group. I think when we talk about genuine raw shape and skin quality, that one might be my favorite. A really tight hide on that sheep. Tons and tons of shape behind that one's shoulder. It's just right when we get behind this ewe lamb is where we just got to open her up ever so slightly. Just blow her open there in her pin set. Give her a shot more width and power through her twist and stifle. But love that gal's actual genuine shape. Young man's ewe lamb that's going to round this group out. I think one that does a lot of good in regards to some balance from the side. I think where that sheep excels, does so very, very well. Love that gal's look up front. Love her actual genuine underline progression. Same kind of story though, we just need to open that sheep up. We get right behind her, maybe just a little bit narrower there in her pin set right underneath. We can freshen her up high, be a real nice one. But I think a really good group as we get our day started. If you would, put your hands together for all these exhibitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we give out ribbons, let me introduce you all to our 2023 Zapata County Fair Queen and her runner-up. We have 2023 Zapata County Fair Queen, Idali Garcia. And first runner-up, Emily Martinez. Up at the podium, y'all could give your attention there. We have our 2023 Zapata County Fair Association Parade Marshals, Mr. and Mrs. Jose Henry and Yvette Dodier. Very well deserved. Thank you for joining us this morning. Alrighty, in the lightweight lamb division, first place goes to number 111, Joely Martinez. Second place goes to number 106, Rudy Salinas. Third place goes to number 108, Osvaldo Chapa. Fourth place goes to number 110, Roxana Rodriguez. place goes to number 106, Rudy Salinas, and it was exhibited by Marcos Mendoza. And sixth place goes to number 109, Tiago Perez. Great job, exhibitors. How about another big round of applause? Next, we have the medium weight lamb division. Number 118, Selma Lizondo. 113, Eduardo Sanchez. 113, Eduardo Sanchez, exhibited by Odalis Villarreal. 114, Alisa Flores. 115, Eric Piña. 116, Michaela Martinez. 117, Marcos Mendoza. And 119, Sarah Elizondo. Judge, this is your medium weight class. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please share with your family and friends. The lamb show is being streamed right now, live streamed on Spotlight Media. Once you go into it, there's a YouTube link, and that's where they can view it. So please remind all your family and friends about this link, alrighty? We want to showcase our kids from Zapata County, how they do their excellent, how they show their excellent showmanship skills. So please share. Thank you very much. From the lightweight division, for showmanship, seniors, we will be having back 106, Rudy Salinas, 111, Joely Martinez, and juniors, 108, Osvaldo Chapa, 109, Tiago Perez, and 112, Paul Soto. This is for showmanship. Showmanship from this class right now, the medium, juniors, 113, Eduardo Sanchez, 115, Eric Pina, and 119, Sarah Elise. Sorry. Senior, 114, Alisa Flores, 116, Michaela Martinez, and 119, Sarah Elizondo. This is for senior and junior showmanship.
I'm a little more rough than smooth. It's a wonder I found somebody like me, like you. I'm like Scotch and Tabaco bands. I'm like B-side dance, Van Zandt. I'm always speaking my mind when I'm better off biting my tongue. I'm a bad joke at the wrong time. Hell, I'm a legend of my own mind. I'm good for some, but I'm not for everyone. Yeah, I'm good for some, but I'm not for everyone. I wanna trade this pavement in for some gravel. I'm at the end of my rope and I need to unravel. 'Cause these stars don't shine as bright as they could, and a Monterey night would do me some good, yeah. 2 tanks, 500 miles and change, give or take. I'm talking about riding around town, rolling with the homies, roll the windows down where everybody knows me. It don't matter how much I change, 'cause this place gonna stay the same. Shoot a little pool down at the lane and throw it back down so nobody's standing. It don't matter how much I leave, it's always gonna be
I think a really interesting trio, and I think it's really close here between 1 and 2. I think there's a lot of differences between the two. I think there's some things that each one of those sheep excel at, so I'll just kind of give you my mindset. I think for me, when we're posed up from this side, I think just in regards to some balance, some quality, some athleticism, is that's where the young lady's weather just excels. I think that one's chest to flank ratio reads extremely high quality, and that one touches by far the best of these three. A really fresh and square shape behind that one. Shoulder, really, really good back to that loin, and huge in his pin set. I think when we get that sheep out in motion is probably where he starts to fall for me. I think he reads just a little shorter in his hip, and then consequently he'll get underneath himself just ever so slightly. But in regards to some quality from the side and some extra shape, I think that sheep does a lot of good. Young lady's ewe-lamb that's here in second, that one's my favorite out in motion. I think that one's just front end assembly. That one's shoulder and chest reads extremely high quality. Out in motion, that one's significantly the soundest. I think right when they get on top of that sheep is where I wish he was just a little bit fresher. I think right behind that one's shoulder will fade just a little bit. Back of that one's loin will fade just a notch. But I think in regards to look from this side and that sheep out in motion, I think it's incredibly, incredibly good. Young man's kind of Blue U that's going to go third here. I think that one's just the out there pieces in regards to some genuine muscle shape and raw power. A lot of shape in behind that one's shoulder. And I'll commend the young man. That one's presented extremely well. I love that one's skin and touch, and I think the clip job is done incredibly well. I think we get on over to our other side here. I think the young man's ewe-lamb that's going to sit fourth. Just in regards to natural skeletal width and power, there's a lot of good in this young man's ewe-lamb. Really wide pinned, a ton of shape through that one's lower leg. Lots of big muscles over the top of that one. I think we get that sheep out in motion, wants to pull up her spine maybe just a touch, and I think the reason for that is she's just a little straighter there in the angle of her shoulder, but in regards to some genuine muscle and some power, there's a lot of good. Young lady's leather that's going to come next from the side, that one's really nice. I love a long skinny neck on top of that sheep, really flatten that one's shoulder and how it lays onto that one's body wall. To me, we get right in behind that sheep is where I got to fix him. I think maybe just a little flatter there the way he reads through his forehead. I wish we could just open him up there in his pin set ever so slightly. But from the side, I think there's a lot of good. Young lady's ewe-lamb that's going to come in next. I think that one's rib cage might be one of the better ones in this group. Really round, really powerful, really big shape up high. Still a big pin set. I wish we could give that one maybe just a little bit more bone at the ground. I think we peel back maybe just a little bit on our condition and freshen that one up. Could move up just a couple more spots, but I think an awfully nice one to sit there. Young man's weather that's going to come next. I think that one balance is very good from the side. I like that one's chest to flank ratio. I like that one's athletic look from the side. Same kind of story though. We got to peel him off just a little bit in regards to our cover and then just stouten him up from behind. We just open that guy's pin set up ever so slightly. I think he also moves up just a couple. And the young lady's weather that's going to round this group out, opposite side of the story. Really raw and fresh in that shape. I think if we lay on just a little bit more cover, allows that sheep to balance just a little bit better, allows that sheep's flank to drop in him just a little bit more. But I think a really good one to round this group out. It's a really high quality class all the way through. If you would, go ahead and put your hands together for these exhibitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medium weight lamb division, first place goes to number 114, Alisa Flores. Second place goes to number 116, Michaela Martinez. Third place goes to number 117, Marcos Mendoza. Fourth place goes to number 115, Eric Piña. Fifth place goes to number 113, Eduardo Sanchez, and it was exhibited by Odalis Villarreal. And sixth place goes to number 119, Sarah Elizondo. Congratulations, exhibitors. Next, we have the medium heavyweight lamb division. Exhibitors, you may start coming into the show ring. We have number 123, Janessa Martinez. 104, Joey Gutierrez. 112, Paul Soto. 120, Rolando Elizondo. 122, Sofía Paredes. 121, Sofía García. 105, Emma Mendoza. And 117, Marcos Mendoza. Judge, this is your medium heavyweight class. Ladies and gentlemen, if any of you parked inside inside the fairgrounds here in between our show barn and the ZCFA office, y'all need to start removing, taking them out because they're about to lock the gates. And that's it. They'll be locked all day. So if y'all are parked right here in between the two buildings, please kindly remove them out. Thank you.
I think a really interesting trio here in the top side of things, and I really do think it's tough, so I apologize for taking just a little bit extra time and walking these sheep again. But I think that's what split just a little bit of things for me. So as we get the sheep out in motion, I think that the way this weather goes and collects himself is incredibly good. And then step off to this side, I think his chest and his front end assembly reads incredibly high quality. Still has plenty of muscle for me. I think my biggest issue is him is he just does it in more of some pieces and just a little coarser in the way he's made. I think we need to strengthen his top line ever so slightly, maybe strengthen the way he hooks up in his hip loin. But I think one that has plenty of muscle and still a high quality look from the side. Young man's ewe lamb here that's going to be second. I think that one reads the most athletic to me, and that one's rib cage and that one's look from the side. I think when we get that sheep out in motion, just underneath of herself just ever so slightly, but we really just got to power that sheep up for me just from behind, and I wish we could drop that gal's flank line just a little bit to make her just a notch more up front in regards to where her chest sits, but I think one that screams a lot of quality that sits there in second. Young lady's ewe lamb that's going to go third, probably the outlier when it comes to some feature and some foot size. I think a really, really good rib cage on that sheep. As soon as we get this one out in motion is where I think she starts to fall out for me. My biggest issue's up through that one's front end. I think just a little bit straighter there in her shoulder and her knee, and right when we're going away, she wants to pull in her hock just ever so slightly. But one in regards to a genuine athletic rib cage, I think does a lot of good to be there in third. Young lady's ewe lamb that's going to be fourth here. I think one from the side does a lot of good things. I like that one's chest to flank ratio. I think really athletic in her look. I think we just need to peel her off in regards to some cover just ever so slightly for her to touch the same kind of mass, the same kind of power as the three ahead of her. Young man's whether that comes next. I think that one comes with some foot size, some extension from the side. I think we just need to open that guy up in his center body. In regards to that one, genuine rib cage, just need to open that guy up. Maybe just give a shot more muscle shape from on the top side of his skeleton. Young lady's whether that comes next, I think opposite side of things, really, really fresh and muscular to the touch. I think for me, we just need to have that guy bounce just a little bit better. I think he reads just a notch deeper in his chest, maybe just a little higher back into that one's flank line, but a ton of muscle into that one, especially over the top side of his skeleton. Young lady's whether that comes next, really good look to that sheep. I think that one's front end is really nice. I think coming as a cross, maybe gets beaten on a couple of different things. We need to open that sheep up just a little bit more. We need to peel off just a little bit in regards to our cover, maybe freshen him up. But in regards to some look and some quality from this side, I think does a lot of good things. Young man's ewe lamb that's going to round this group out, really, really muscular, ton of shape behind that one's shoulders. Same thing though, we get behind this sheep, we just need to open her up in regards to her pin set, maybe just a shot more power through her lower leg. But yet again, a really, really incredible class. If you would, go ahead and put your hands together for these individuals.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the medium heavyweight division, first place goes to number 104, Joey Gutierrez. Second place goes to number 112, Paul Soto. Third place goes to number 121, Sofia Garcia. Fourth place goes to number 122, Sofia Paredes. Fifth place goes to number 120, Rolando Elizondo. And sixth place goes to number 105, Emma Mendoza. Congratulations, exhibitors. Showmanship in this class, junior showmanship, number 120, Rolando Elizondo, 122, Sofia Paredes, and senior showmanship, 121, Sofia Garcia, and 104, Joey Gutierrez. This is for showmanship. Next, we have the heavyweight lamb division. Number 118, Selma Elizondo. 109, Tiago Perez. 114, Alisa Flores. 123, Janessa Martinez. 122, Sofia Paredes. 127, Erika Gonzalez. 126, Odalis Villarreal, and it's exhibited by Eduardo Sanchez. And then 126, Odalis Villarreal. Judge, this is your heavyweight lamb division.
guys again for maybe just taking a shot of extra time. I think these three are really, really close. To me, I think the one that just puts the most amount of good and reads with the most amount of quality is Young Ladies Weathered here to my far right. I think that one just from the side, I think that one's probably just the best. I think that one's chest reads the most athletic. That one's body shape and body type reads the most athletic. I think when we get that guy in motion, I think he's just a little straighter off of either end, and I wish we could change that about him. But a sheep that comes with that much muscle and still with a high quality look, I think that one's awfully, awfully nice. Young Ladies Weather here that's going to go second. I think that one surpasses in regards to some genuine muscle shape. I like the way that one touches, maybe just a notch better. I think when we pull that guy in motion is probably where my biggest issue is. To me, here he's just a notch longer body, and for that reason, I don't think he can balance just near as good as the one that wins. And with that being said, I think his hip and hind leg posture, and especially his pastern, is probably my biggest issue when we get him out in motion. Just a little long pastern there, just a little softer on his ankle, but still a sheep with plenty of muscle and still a good look from the side. Young Ladies Weather here in third, a sheep with a ton of extension up high, and probably the hardest handling, most genuine in his handle as these top three. I think incredibly, incredibly fresh. I think the turn to his stifle and side view shape reads extremely high quality. I think if we shove his chest in him maybe just a little bit more, give him a shot more bone, I think that sheep moves up just a couple spots. I think a really nice one that sits there in third. Young Man's ewe-lamb that's going to be fourth. I think that one's an outlier in regards to natural skeletal width. Really wide-chested, wide underneath, very round and powerful, and that one's rib cage and just a ton of muscle from behind. I think when we get that sheep out in motion is where she starts to falter just a little bit for me. A little straighter off of either end, wants to pull up in her top line ever so slightly, but just a ton of muscle in that Young Man's ewe-lamb. Young Ladies Weather that comes next, I think a similar story. Really opened up and powerful. I think maybe just a little bit coarser in the way we do it. Maybe just a little bolder there in the way his shoulder lays onto him. I wish we could peel him back just ever so slight in regards to his cover. Young Ladies Weather that comes in next, I think another sheep that reads very genuine, opened up and powerful. Just same story though, we got to peel off just a little bit of cover, maybe give him a shot more shape through his inner and outer leg, but an awfully nice one that comes next. Young Man's Weather that comes next, I think opposite side of the story. That one's really fresh and muscular to the top side of his skeleton. Love that guy's loin when you get down and handle him. Wish we could give him just a shot more bone, maybe just some leg wool to help him balance just a little bit better. But with that being said, I still think he reads a little deeper, a little bit more mature to that one's chest, but still a sheep that has plenty of muscle and plenty genuine width. Young Ladies Weather that's going to round this group out. Another one that handles incredibly fresh over the top side of that one's skeleton. We just got to open that guy up from behind. I think we just open him up there in his pin set, maybe give him a shot more shape through his inner and outer leg. He moves up a couple spots, but a really tough class. I think a lot of good ones in here. If you would, go ahead and put your hands together for these exhibitors.
Junior showmanship in this class will be number 118, Selma Elizondo, and senior showmanship 126, Odalis Villarreal, and 123, Janessa Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, in heavyweight lamb division, first place goes to number 126, Odalis Villarreal. Second place goes to number 114, Alisa Flores. Third place goes to number 123, Janessa Martinez. Fourth place goes to number 126, Odalis Villarreal, and it was exhibited by Lalo Sanchez. Fifth place goes to number 122, Sofia Paredes. And sixth place goes to number 127, Erika Gonzalez. Congratulations, exhibitors. Okay. Up next, we will have the Grand Champion Lamb Drive.
Well, we pull our class winners back out here, and I think they fit together incredibly well. I think sheep that balance right, sheep that have enough muscle, and then do the extras of some athleticism and some build quality are the pieces that I try to find every single time. And I'm confident that we have the best 8 sheep out here for sure. So I won't spend just a whole bunch of time, but I'll go through each one of them. We kind of just talk about their goods, their bads, kind of what I see a little bit. So we'll start here with our lightweight. I think a sheep that puts a lot of good together. I think one, for being that small in regards to his weight, is still very athletic in his look, still has plenty of muscle. For me, I think the way we need to change this guy just ever so slightly, I think right where he hooks up in his hip loin needs a little bit of work, and I think he's maybe just a little stray there in his hock, but still a sheep that's incredibly good balance, a sheep that has done a look from the side and still plenty of muscle. Young ladies' weather that comes out of class 2, that one's the most athletic in my mind. I think that one's chest and underline progression reads the best. Still a really, really good fresh shape. I think when you get that sheep in motion, still the same issue I had with him that we had in class. I think he gets underneath himself just a little bit, reads maybe just a little shorter there in his hip, but a sheep that just puts so much good together in regards to athleticism. Young man's weather that comes out of class 3, that's the powerhouse of this group. Really, really big-footed, really big-featured. Still has a nice look to him. I think we get him back out here. I think his top line starts to collect maybe just a little bit better, but that's still my biggest issue with him. It's just how his top line looks in motion. I think it just falls apart a little bit when we get him out on the move. And the young ladies' weather that comes out of our heavyweight class, I think a sheep that, for being that weight, still puts a lot of good together. I think one's really good looking, still has plenty of muscle to him. I think in regards to where we can clean this guy up, I think he needs to be a little bit fresher in his skin and a little bit fresher in his muscle shape. I wish we'd carve his legs down maybe just a little bit more to help him balance, but still a sheep that puts a lot of good together. So with that being said, I think there's a couple that start to surface for me, and I will say I think this is one of the tougher decisions we've had to make today. But I think there's just a sheep that fits me in regards to his athleticism, in regards to the right kind of muscle shape, the right kind of look. So I'm going to go ahead and put the microphone down. I'll take one more look at all your class winners here. We'll get you a champion and we'll pull in a reserve. If you would, go ahead and put your hands together for these exhibitors. We pull the ULAM in from that class, and I think that makes the decision even harder for reserve. We talked about just the quality in that sheeping class. That one's front end assembly, I think, is incredibly good. That one's rib cage, I think, reads incredibly athletic. We wish we can get that guy's lower body just a little bit better, maybe freshen that one up. But I think that one fits in just as good as any other in here. So I'll go ahead and put it down one more time, take one more look, and I'll get your reserve champion. Yet again, before we get to showmanship, if you would put your hands together one last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grand Champion Lamb goes to Alisa Flores. The Grand Champion Lamb buckle was donated by Veronica Cavazos and family. It is being presented by Betty, her daughter-in-law Myra, and her grandbabies Catalina and Dareli. Congratulations, Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, reserve champion lamb goes to Joely Martinez. The reserve champion buckle was donated by Lulu Alanis and family de los DLS Livestock in loving memory of Javier Chito de los Santos Jr. Congratulations, Joely. Next, we are going to start with the senior showmanship lambs. Senior showmanship lambs. Senior showmanship, I'm going to need 126 Odalis Villarreal, 123 Janessa Martinez, 106 Rudy Salinas, 111 Joely Martinez, 114 Alisa Flores, 116 Michaela Martinez, 119 Sarah Elizondo, 121 Sofia Garcia, and 104 Joey Gutierrez. This is for senior showmanship. For senior showmanship, we have Joely Martinez, Joey Gutierrez, Michaela Martinez, Janessa Martinez, Rudy Salinas, Sarah Elizondo, Sofia Garcia, Alisa Flores, and Odalis Villarreal. Judge, this is your senior showmanship class.
I've been thinking about tonight all day. Close my eyes, you're all I see. I'll play any game you wanna play. Tell me what you want me to be.
Alrighty, we'll give our senior showman a round of applause. I think that this is a competitive group all the way through. I think these top three young ladies do an awesome job of kind of setting themselves apart from this group, and I think they did so pretty early on. And just some things that I think they do well on, just in terms of the way that they answer their questions, in terms of the way that they're so proactive in making sure that they get those sheep set up. I think the young lady in the orange, though, kind of sets herself apart as the champion pretty early on in the drive, because I think she does an awesome job of showing the flaws out of her sheep. And I talked to a few of them about this, but I think as a senior showman, not only is it your job to make sure that you put the work in with that animal, just in terms of staying calm and staying intense, but it's important that you talk to mom, dad, advisor, whoever it may be, breeder who's helping you show your animal, and kind of talk to them about, you know, what's wrong with your animal, where's their biggest flaw, and then what can you do as a showman to try and hide that flaw. And I think that's what kind of sets you apart. I never looked at that sheep where it wasn't looking its best. She always had him dialed in. He was always set up. He was always ready to be handled. I think she does an awesome job of making that sheep look the part. The young lady that comes in second, I think just a different level of intensity than we see amongst some of the other showmen. I mean, her eye contact is incredible. You can tell that she's out here, she's competitive, she's ready to win. I think maybe her sheep just starts to want to fight her a little bit towards the end there, not wanting to stay set up as well as some of the other ones. But I think just an awesome job in terms of intensity, in terms of competitiveness. Another awesome job by her, particularly answering her questions. I forgot to mention that, but I think she probably did the best job of breaking her sheep down to me and knowing, you know, where's her sheep good, where's her sheep bad, and I think that was awesome. The young lady that comes in third, I think eye contact's incredible. I think she does an awesome job of making sure that that sheep's always set up. Maybe get him a little bit too stretched out at times. Maybe don't have those feet set perfect all the time. But I think one that does an awesome job of making sure that her sheep is set up, that she's paying attention. Another one that did a great job answering the questions. I kind of talked to the rest of these kiddos individually down the line here on just some things that I think they should work on, but I'll hit on a few of the big things. I mentioned this already, but I think as a senior showman, not only is it your job to make sure that your animal's calm, but that you know where your animal's good, where they're bad. When I ask you to break down your animal, I think, you know, you guys kind of had an advantage because you already showed them. So kind of paying attention to what was said about them in the show when I asked, you know, where's your animal good, where's your animal bad, those kinds of things. And then some of these sheep were just getting a little tired on us, but a nice job. Put your hands together for these senior showmen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Showmanship Champion Lamb goes to Ali Flores. The Senior Showmanship Buckle was donated by Sheriff Raimundo Jr. and Laura del Bosque and family. Congratulations, Ali. First place goes to Joely Martinez. Second place goes to Odalis Villarreal. place goes to Joey Gutierrez. Fourth place goes to Sarah Elizondo. Fifth place goes to Sofia Garcia. And sixth place goes to Janessa Martinez. Congratulations, exhibitors. Next, we have the Junior Showmanship Drive. Junior Showmans, we have Paul Soto, number 112. 108, Osvaldo Chapa. 109, Tiago Perez. 118, Selma Elizondo. 120, Rolando Elizondo. 122, Sofía Paredes. 115, Eric Piña. 113, Eduardo Sanchez. And 116, Michaela Martinez.
Day 2 of the Zapata County Fair with Grand Champion and Senior Showman Champion Alisa Flores.
So, how long was the process to get your lamb where you wanted it to be?
A long time. Because he's short.
So, Ali, whenever you won, I heard loud screams from the audience, and I looked and it was your entire family standing and screaming. How does it feel to have all that support with you?
Awesome. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have them.
Of course it is. So, Ali, what is your favorite part of the Zapata County Fair?
Eat the food.
What is your favorite food?
Funnel cake.
Ooh,
Mine too.
funnel cake. So, Ali, how long have you been showing for?
10 years.
10 years?
Wow.
That's a long time. So, what made you decide to show lambs? What drew you to them?
When I was younger, my sister always had lambs around me, so I just fell in love with it, and I just kept on showing lambs.
That's great.
That's amazing.
We'll be back with you with your Junior Showman Champion and your Reserved Grand Champion.
Cut.
It's us again, and we're here with the reserve champion, Joely Martinez. Congratulations, Joely.
Thank you.
What is the name of your lamb?
My lamb's name is Buddy.
Why'd you decide to name it Buddy?
My brother named it.
Aww.
How old's your brother?
6.
She really had to guess.
Would you say that your younger siblings are your motivation to just do so good in 4-H?
Yes, because they honestly do look up to what I do around the...
Wow, that's so sweet.
So, Joely, how long have you been showing lambs?
I've been showing since 3rd grade.
Wow, that's a
And
pretty long time.
what made you want to show lambs?
My dad.
So, what is your favorite part of the Zapata County Fair?
Showing.
Showing, really? I love showing too. I mean, like, I have a steer.
That
He's, like, my
she will be
favorite thing in
showing
the
later
world.
tonight.
See Mo tonight. So, Joely, what would you say was your favorite part of showing your lamb? What was your favorite part of the process through raising him?
I think my favorite process about raising him was just seeing how he develops throughout the months and seeing how good he gets as a lamb.
Wow.
So congratulations, Joely, and we will be back with the Junior Showmanship Champion.
Once again, congratulations, Joely.
Thank you.
And cut.
And cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ag Mechanics Department is selling tickets for $1. They are raffling some kind of ag mechanic project. They are located, well, actually, two beautiful girls are walking around the barn selling tickets for $1. If y'all want to help them out, they would be very, very grateful. So if not, they will be located under Mr. and Mrs. Ramirez's picture under our office if y'all want to go over there and buy tickets. And if not, they are walking around. This is for the Ag Mechanics program. Thank you. They are $1, so buy as many as you can.
think that's kind of something that makes them fall apart when it looks like, you know, you're dragging them, they got their head down kind of thing. I think that these kids do an awesome job, though. You can tell they put a lot of work in with their projects, so give them a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, Junior Showmanship Champion goes to Eduardo Sanchez. The Junior Showmanship Buckle was donated by our 2023 Zapata County Fair Parade Marshals, Mr. and Mrs. Jose Henry and Yvette Dodier and family. Congratulations, Lalo. Congratulations. And the buckle is being presented by Mr. and Mrs. Dodier, their daughters Lucy and Ashley, and grandson Mayo. First place goes to Michaela Martinez. Second place goes to Paul Soto. Third place goes to Sofia Paredes. Fourth place goes to Tiago Perez. Fifth place goes to Osvaldo Chapa. And sixth place goes to Selma Elizondo. Congratulations, exhibitors. This concludes our lamb judging, our lamb show. Once again, we want to give a big thank you to Laredo Ranch Heights for being our lamb show sponsor. We invite everybody to come back at 2:00 p.m. for the goat show. Right now, I believe the metal works is going on. They've been judged, but if you all want to hang around or basically support the Ag Mechanics program, they will be getting rewarded in a couple of minutes or so. So let's go out there and support the Ag Mechanics. These projects are beautiful and they've been working super hard, countless days and hours. So let's go out there and support the Zapata High School Ag Mechanics. And also we'll see you at 2:00. Thank you.
morning from the biggest little town fair in Texas. We're here with Eduardo Sanchez or Lalo.
So let's start off by asking, how do you feel having this buckle today?
I feel good and honored.
And what is your lamb's name?
Scar,
Why did you decide to name it Scar?
because he has a little cut in his face.
Aw.
So Lalo just won the Junior Showmanship Championship. How do you feel having so much support with you? How do you feel, knowing that your parents, your siblings are watching you and saying like, wow, he's amazing?
I feel good because everybody, I feel
Everyone's being here for you and you love that.
Yeah, that's nice. So Lalo, what is your favorite thing about the Zapata County Fair by far?
showing lambs, having fun,
And I have a question. Why did you decide to show a lamb?
because I just wanted to have fun, get some friends, be with family.
Anything to say, Mr. Scar?
Start speaking.
So come down to the Zapata County Fair if you want to meet Scar. Congratulations, Lalo, and we'll see you soon.
Here you go.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Now we're gonna have Mr. and Mrs. Dodier, our parade marshals. Go ahead, Lalo.
Okay, there you go. Bye.
Hello, hello. Yes. And they're also here
¿Vas a
with their
hablar?
daughters.
No, pero yo te puedo preguntar algo en español, como que es tu parte favorita de la feria.
Yes, you can.
You want to go on outside or inside? You want to go on the inside?
Okay, so we're here with Mr. and Mrs. Dodier. So, how does it feel to be a parade marshal? What has been your favorite thing so far?
Well, 50 years ago, my grandfather was the first parade marshal. So we're going to start the next 50 years, and we're both proud and happy to do it. And I think the trail ride was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, the trail ride was so much fun. So we actually have some former royalty here. So what do you all miss the most about the Zapata County Fair?
Oh my gosh, you're making me feel like I'm competing again. But I don't live here anymore, so I always make time to come every year to the Zapata County Fair. It is the best little town fair in Texas. Definitely, I miss it. Being in y'all's shoes, it is memories that are always in my mind, and I just love how the families get all together, and it's just beautiful.
It's an amazing experience.
Yes.
Lucy?
Little
Miss. Little Miss.
I don't really
queen,
remember
hopefully.
anything.
Well,
She was like 4. She was 4
Aw.
years old when she won Little Miss about the County Fair 2013. Yes.
So what is your favorite thing about the Zapata County Fair? Like, what is something that you come and you're just so excited to see?
I like to enjoy the concerts and the crowd, everybody having a good time.
Who is your favorite band that is going to perform?
I say Solido tonight.
Solido. Make sure
¿Qué
to
es
come
la parte
tonight.
favorita de usted de la feria?
Pues a mí me encanta lo de los animales, los niños cuando vienen a participar.
Sí, es algo muy bonito.
Es muy bonito para nosotros sí ver todo esto, para las familias y todo. Y también quiero invitarles a todos para que vengan aquí a celebrar, a pasarla muy bien. Hay muchas cosas muy bonitas, hay mucha ropa, divertirse, juegos y todo. Los invitamos a todos para que vengan aquí a la Feria de Zapata.
You
Ya
heard it
vieron,
here
aquí los
first.
esperamos.
Everyone's waiting for you at the Zapata County Fair, the biggest little town fair in Texas. Okay, so now, quick picture.
Did we ask them for their names?
And now we're here with the Ag Mechanics students. Do you all want to say your names?
Rogelio Garza. Roel Alanis. Mason Casas.
So Raji was actually an usher at the Queen's Contest. Raji, what was your favorite part of the Queen's Contest?
Being the best usher. You know, being as a family, we all worked together and you all got to be queens. That was awesome to see. That was my first time ever seeing that and being part of that, so that was pretty good.
Rolly, what is your favorite part of the Zapata County Fair?
Probably the food. It's real good.
What is your favorite food from the fair?
Probably the curly fries.
Yes.
So what would you say was the hardest part of making your metal projects?
Man, probably the work and effort. Took long hours every day, every night. Just a lot of hard work.
What about you, Rolly?
I would say like finding the tools, since there's only like a certain amount of like grinding disc, tiger disc, so like we all had to share it entre todos. So you know, we all like hey, when you're done, you pass it to me. So you know, it was kind of hard for that, but we still got it done.
What about you, Raji?
They pretty much said it for me. I mean, it's a lot of people welding, a lot of kids are really into it nowadays, so I mean, it takes a lot of time because people are welding and hey, I can borrow the machine afterwards or the grinder, so it's a lot. But I mean, it was perfect. I mean, we all worked as a team. We're all family in the ag mechanics, and as a county fair, as a community, we're all a team. We're all family. So it was really fun. We all got to do it together. So that's all I can say.
How do y'all feel being seniors and this is your last year showing for welding?
Man, it's not the best, but whatever makes it work. We're all as a family. We're all as a team. Just got to make it done.
I mean, it felt great. I went out with a boom, you know. I made a big project and I ended it good. Well, unlike my friends, I'm pretty happy. I can't wait to go. Like, I already want to I go to college and work, so I'm pretty excited for that. It's going to be a little bit sad because we are our family, so I won't be able to be with my teachers no more, but I know they'll still miss me because I'm the best. So.
Well, you all sure did outdo yourself for y'all senior years. Y'all's projects are incredibly amazing and they're all beautiful. Like, I love them all.
So tell us a little bit about your projects.
So I made a barbecue pit with a smoker on the side, but I cut the casing in half so you can make like tortillas or tamales en la mañana, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
In the morning. So, yeah. I made a 97-inch smoker with a 43-inch box and a 24-inch firebox on the other side for some brisket, cabrito, anything you need. And it's for my family, so whenever we have like our holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that good stuff, you know, we do it at my uncle's house, so the pit's gonna be there for all the celebrations.
I made a 22-foot oil field utility trailer meant for pipeline work. You can use it at the ranch, a lot of pipe. You can put pallets of corn, pallets of cement, anything used for job sites.
So it's useful for anything. And another question, what inspired y'all to make those projects?
My dad recently passed away in October 2022, so I just had to get it done in honor of him.
Well, that's amazing.
So we just had to get it done.
That's very inspirational.
That's a blessing.
So is there any last things you all would like to say?
Let's rodeo Zapata, Texas.
So come down to the Zapata County Fair tomorrow when they auction their projects.
And don't forget the violet tonight, y'all. Woo! Woo! Show us your moves, show us your moves.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, and the hard part is sometimes it gets broken.
feet off of the edge of the moon. We got that high for a minute. Sometimes forever gets away from you. No matter how hard you grip it. Sorry the sky fell down. Sorry I don't know why. All we do is apologize. Oh, but I'll never be sorry for my hands in the
Zapata. For the biggest little top fair in Texas, kicking it off Thursday, March 9th with
DJ Tech 3.
Friday, March 10th, Andy Bustamante. Los Impostores de Nuevo León. Sólido. Saturday, March 11th, con
Crawfish season is better.
In an age where we buy, sell, negotiate and trade at all hours and across all lands, often by clicking just a few buttons, decisions move fast, and money even faster. That's why you need a bank you can trust. IBC Bank is a bank for any time, anywhere, and for anyone. International Bankshares Corporation has been on Forbes' prestigious list of 100 best banks in America. We are one of the largest independent bank holding companies in Texas and Oklahoma. We are at the forefront of the new frontier of finance, where there are no borders for commerce, where solutions are customized to create transformational opportunities. Whether you do business in Laredo or Monterrey, Austin or Guadalajara, Oklahoma City or Mexico City, IBC Bank was founded on the border between the United States and Mexico in 1966. It is a place where we speak your language and understand your culture. We promote bilateral trade at the highest levels of government, whether it be Texas or the nation's capital. IBC Bank sat at the negotiating table during the signing of the original NAFTA and is playing a pivotal role shaping a modernized trade agreement. We advocate for sensible strategies to address immigration and trade relations. We know the issues that matter to you and how it impacts your bottom line. Currency exchange, cross-border financial services, cross-border investments. We pave the way with personalized attention for all your banking, financial, and commercial lending needs. At IBC, we do more. Anytime, anywhere.
IBC Bank, we realize that people make Texas the great state it is. That's why, as your community bankers, we believe in personal relationships and giving back to the people we serve. So from business loans to checking accounts and home loans, look to IBC. For exceptional service with a hometown perspective, we think you'll find no other bank in Texas does more.
Hola, soy Henry.
Soy Lupita.
Soy Anselmo.
De parte de todos nosotros de su banco IBC,
les mandamos un cordial y afectuoso saludo.
deseando que usted y su apreciable familia,
colegas y empleados se encuentren bien y con salud.
Les recordamos que estamos a solo una llamada telefónica o a un correo electrónico.
Seguiremos listos para servirles y apoyarlos.
estamos aquí para apoyarlos.
Estamos aquí.
Llámanos.
Llámenos.
Gracias.
Y hasta pronto.
Welcome to the Zapata County Fair. Welcome to the Zapata County Fair.
Hi there, ladies. Welcome in. How can we help you a lot today?
We're getting ready for the Zapata County Fair.
Well, that's perfect. Let's get y'all decked out with some new gear.